Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today taking flights in the Leonardo MD-82 again. I absolutely adore this aeroplane. I can't wait to get flying again. So, flight time, an hour and 10 minutes or so today, flying from Stockholm, Arlanda to Hamburg. Yes, like I say, not a long flight today, quite a fun little one. On the MD-80, an aircraft I've absolutely fallen in love with when it comes to operation. And fingers crossed, also not too far away from the PMDG-737 as well. So the PMDG-73 is set to release on Monday the 9th, which I won't shoot on the day because it's my birthday. But on Tuesday the 10th, I'll definitely give it a go on the channel. So touch wood, should be some good flights ahead of us over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, jump on the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for our departure today. And it's expected that'd be handy. Right, first things first, going to activate 6 power. Battery to on, going to on the emergency lights, and we're going to activate the logo lights because it's a bit dark outside, a bit windy, a bit rainy, a bit stormy. The weather's not on our side today, the weather is definitely not on our side. Jump to co-pilot panel, it activates the hydraulics, transition and auxiliary. We're going to set the position lights, and we are going to leave everything else as is, I think. Set date on the flight recorder because why not? So today is the 7th of the 5th, and our flight number today is 2645. 2645. This is leg 1. Right, that's all sorted. We're going to start the tablet. Let's get our payload up and running as well. So how are you doing today in chat? Hope you're all keeping well. How's your home airport, is it, Nikolai? Very good. Maybe the aircraft that have good sounds. I disagree, British Flight Sim, I disagree. The thing with the 80s is that the engines are so far back from the cockpits, from the front of the airplane, you genuinely hear no sound. I mean, I've flown 717, it really is the case where if you're at the front of the airplane, it's basically silence compared to the, well, to the rear at least. Right, weight and balance, let's get this aircraft prepared from the payload side of things. Then Pack X, menu, start a flight from Arlanda to Hamburg, SK2645, 34, we can change that to 24 cruise. Flight time, an hour and 30 minutes, but we'll get there nice and early. Departure in approximately 24 minutes. Flying an MD-82 with 150 passengers on board today, 150. Scandinavian body music, I don't remember if we've got any or not. We do not, but I know for perhaps we have got Scandinavian safety briefing, which we've got. Yes to snacks, no to meals, no to customs, no to flight number, continuation, and boarding. Right, so 150 passengers on board today, going to split that into 2, which I believe is 75 and 75. For the rear cargo, our cargo requirement capacity today is 4.2, so 4,200 divided by 2, 2,100 on both sides, 2,100, 2,100. And then fuel requirements on board today, total fuel is 9011, which means 4203 for left and right, which is the maximum capacity. Max that, and then it's 505 in the centre. So that's our fuel entered. Just down to the management computer, let's plug in our route and plug in our position. So we are currently Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha. Our stand right now, I must admit I don't actually know off the top of my head. Let's grab the taxi shots for Stockholm Arlanda, pin that, let's grab the parking stands. Apron CD, apron CD, apron CD, Derby C, CD, right, so where it stands, 37 at the moment. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So 38.8, 17.17, 55.6, 55. There's a slight difference to our position and the actual stand number, but that is pretty much a 1-for-1 match as our aircraft's current position. Perfect. Right, Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha to Echo Delta Delta Hotel. We'll plug in our routing, starting with Nosley. So to Nosley. From there we fly the November 850 to Nemba. See, the keyboard is one wider than that of the A320. Same layout in terms of A to Z alphabetically, but it's just one key wider, and that's what throws me off sometimes. Nisby. So this aircraft was not designed for pilot in mind. It flew to fly. It was built to fly, not to work. November 850 to Bogmu. It's interesting. We come off the November 850, just fly back on to said November 850. So we just fly direct to Nisby for really no reason. Right, it's Bogmu runway point, and that's the end of our flight plan. It's runway 01 left on departure, and Nosley 5 Charlie on arrival. Sorry. Nosley 5 Charlie on departure, runway 01 left, and then arrival is the Bogmu 1 Sierra, runway 33. Execute that. So you can see it on the legs page for now. We're going to go to our departure index. So 01 left and Nosley 5 Charlie. Execute that. There should be no discontinuities as it all fits into the Nosley waypoint directly. Cool. Good afternoon. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On board this Scandinavian flight 2645 from Stockholm, Arlanda to Hamburg. Flight time today, an hour and a half. We're just in the final stage of preparing the aircraft departure, and should be able, hopefully, within the next 20 minutes or so. We thank you, Scandinavian. We hope you enjoy your flight on board of us today. Some weather, rain on departure, but we should expect that to clear up on our arrival in Hamburg today at a nice and cool 12 degrees centigrade. Any questions, feel free to speak to cabin crew. Otherwise, I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy your flights today. Okay, the cabin crew beat me to it. Right, I did our centre of gravity first, so 15 degrees centre of gravity, which is set to 15, perfect. And then flaps do our flips manually on the takeoff calculation. So there are two ways to do it. We can go for the old-fashioned paper method, which brings up a paper calculation departure on the DC9/MD-80. So flaps 15, V1 128, rotate 140, V2 149 in wet conditions, and all those takeoff calculations there. Or we go for more modern methods, which is just stick it into the calculator and hope for the best. So go to performance, airports, Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha. The numbers will pretty much be a one-to-one match with each other. There's no going to be a difference. 0 on left departure. Conditions are currently wet. Get the aircraft calculator the optimum flaps for us. Winds reporting. We're going to fetch on the METAR, isn't it? So let's do the quick METAR for Stockholm.
Winds 020 at 19 knots. CS. 0.5 degrees Celsius. Visibility 10 kilometers. Broken layer at 900 feet. Few clouds at 600 feet. Altimeter 1012. Winds 020 at 19
5 degrees
knots.
temperature.
Celsius. 0.5 degrees Celsius. Visibility 10 kilometers.
Cool, so that's our weather for departure. There's no 80 at the moment. I don't actually know if IVAO, sometimes IVAO's been going through some updates at the moment. It's Saturday, so it's maintenance day. So I don't think it's got a full connection to the server at the moment, which it does not. So no 80 today, which is not the end of the world. At the end of the day, as long as the world servers get up and running soon and they're running excellent, then what we expect for, I guess, a few delays. Alright, takeoff weight 6210. So that's all entered. Anti-ice will be on. The part just she's what's temperature? 7 degrees? No. Actually below 10. Okay. Anti-ice will be on, packs on, let's calculate. We will use anti-ice for departure today. So flaps for V1136, rotate 149, V82158. VREF 133, motor take weight 68,000, which is correct for DC8. Flaps go up at 163, stats go up at 195, and then all manual at 239. So, flaps 4 degrees. And that's fine. Set our trim up for departure. That'll do. Going to start the start pump. the top right fuel pump, and APU we can start. What does that? We are going to... That's it really for now. We can just put another departure into the FMS, so back to you. Right, so fuel on board today is 9011. And this will be a manual tanks fuel. Zero fuel weight today, that'll be on the tablets. Zero fuel weight's 55.5.
We're ready to go when you are.
Reserves are 3.3.
With service to Germany. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 30 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed.
Cruising altitude level 240, and then winds at cruise today.
If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap.
267 at 33. Sorry, 276 at 33. Transition altitude and departure will be 5,000 feet. Confirm that on the charts. Yeah, 5,000 feet, that's fine. Head over to takeoff, where we'll be doing our takeoff speeds. So, okay, so calculated for us. Sorry. Just calculated 136.149.158. 140, the numbers are slightly different, but it's not the end of the world. 136.149.158. 136. 149.158. Set 158 onto the V2. Altitude, no initial climb, so I'll go straight to cruising altitude of 24,000. Get the backup display centered. What I will do is I'll set up the frequency for 01 left as well at Arlanda in case you need to return to the airport. So it's 109.9. So if we have an issue on departure, I need to return to base 1099 on the ILS frequency, and the course is 004. 004. 004. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Flight director on and on. On the APU. There we go. APU armed. Start pumping off. And to arm the hydraulics for the fuel levers. Kill the ground services. Just confirm that's also. Oh yeah, so close the doors. Kill the GPU. That updated, yes, 2645, yeah, that's our flight plan there. So if you need any information on flight plan, get that from the tablet. Very good. And yeah, at this point I think we're pretty much ready to get going now. On external power, everything is set up as required. Seatbelts should come on. Probably important seatbelts come on. Yeah, nope, I'm happy with that. Generators are off. Oil pressure, that's low, that's fine. Pitot heat store is set. Parking brakes, inlet fuel, and the rest of the fuel pumps now. We have got centre fuel, so centre tanks come online. That's linked to the engines, that's linked to the engines, that's linked to the engines. Flight report and brake links to each other. Right, no more ECAMs. Let us get ourselves ready to depart. So we're going to activate the beacon lights. There's no need for pushback since we already parked at an slanted stand anyway. So anti-collision lights come on. So our aircraft should, in theory, easily be able to turn out of that stand without hitting the pushback truck. We're probably going to hit it because lights and physics, but also, to be fair, just my own luck anyway. But for the most part, should be okay. The weather has lighted up a little bit actually. No more rain, but we'll keep the conditions of departure wet because the ground will still be soaked with water. Right, beacon lights are on. We'll try IVAO one more time quickly, just in case there is any luck with the servers. The answer is no. So, let's go to engine startup, shall we? Sleep up brake in place, AP is active, all looking good. Start pump comes online, start system B. and let us run the starter. No, if nothing's happening, it means I've forgotten something, and that something is the APU bleed. There we go. That's more like it. Channel Fever 2, so that's something I'd look into, but wouldn't necessarily play straight away. FMS, I believe, is based on the 747 system, yes. Superfly, it is Boeing, well, Boeing Douglas standard, that. Right, engine to fuel flow start. Is it level? I'd probably go as far as saying yes, emitting water source. Not exactly kind of. I mean, there'll be differences. Like the FMS will have differences, systems will have differences, but for the most part, they call it the Leonardo MD-80 or Fly the Maddog X Professional, and I'd probably say yeah, this is definitely leading to that professional product. The level of quality is good, and I'm very very happy with it. I think it's a very very clear airplane, one I'd highly recommend for your flight sim. Alright, engine 1 starting. Engine 1 fuel flow starts. What do you for Metabot? Metabot, you just plug in a little bit of code, which I've got off of the X210-2 server. Shout out to XP. I do enjoy his streams, very, very good with his community. Right, APUs are active, APU buses come off, APU master comes off, start switch off, start motor off, park braking glides left, 9 o'clock at the door, and we are ready to taxi. So, taxi back to this one, set out to dim, going to release the parking brake, increase the left hand throttle only. That's how I got it linked. The answer is no, I do not. It's fine, I'm going to have to do a bit of a tight turn out of it. So that's it. Lower the flaps down to 4 degrees. Perfect. Barely touched them. Barely touched them. Right, testing to end of runway. Going on the charts again. Runway 01 left. So nice and taxi today. Going to exit the apron. Going to make a left at left at Yankee, holding Yankee 1. Nope, never done flight to Vega in the Faroe Islands. Will the MD-80 come to Xbox? I believe they want to bring it onto Xbox, the MD-80, but it really comes down to whether or not they can get it technically able to do so. Again, it's a very advanced aircraft, this, compared to some of the previous releases, like the Bradock 3D Max, the Captain 777. So level of quality is set a lot higher, but the problem with Xbox is that because you're in an Xbox controller, there is hardware for it, but there is computer mouse availability, not everyone uses it. There is some limitation for console, so it really comes down to whether or not they can actually get it on there without it causing any system problems. There you go. So it's actually quite a nice departure today. Quite a smooth departure. The wind's well, the weather's picking up a little bit. No more rain. See, the ground's still soaked at the moment, so definitely keep it on the wet conditions for the departure today. But for the most part, should be pretty good. Sceneries. This is the default Stockholm scenery today. This is when the Scandinavian World Update came out. They got guides and legends to do a scenery for Stockholm. So this is essentially the Gaia Sim Stockholm, but included for free with World Update Scandinavia. There's the 747 over there, the hotel converted. I'd love to go see that one day in real life. It's a hotel. You can sleep in it if you really need to, but it's not cheap. But yeah, if I go to Stockholm, you'll spot that, and also apparently a few Finnair MD-80s currently sit to the north of the airfield as well. Not so much rain then. I like flying through cloud. Cloud and turbulence I absolutely adore, but rain makes the camera autofocus a bit funny. Right, so not on 80 at the moment, so I'm not expecting anyone on the arrival. We will activate the landing lights. Transponder comes online. Strobes sets.
We're prepared for takeoff.
Thank you, cabin crew. Just in time as well. Climb up to the I must admit. Right, the parts when ready. In fact, before I depart, what's up with my flight plan? Oh no, nothing wrong with it. That looks good. Cool. So, depart, make a left hand turn, follow the flight director around, and then follow the departure path out. That's cool. So, all the engines. 1, 2 stable. So on flap configuration, yeah, for some reason I just can't quite get the flaps to stick. Ah, maybe, just maybe, if I actually set the flaps correctly, that'd be handy. Flaps 4 degrees set. Yeah, that's more like it. Right, try again, shall we? Support the engines. 1, 2 stable. Out of there, shall we? Knots. 100. V1. Rotate. V2. Gear up.
Gear up, lights out.
Just flying the flight director now, until the aircraft from its climb outs. So what I'm doing is essentially just flying the flight director crosshairs to get the aircraft on a steady level flights. I'm zooming into the flight plan a bit, you can see we're going to pass this waypoint without any problems. Should have left hand turn very shortly, if not, then I can always, well, make a left hand turn on its own, of course. Use the outer marker, runway 01. Our orders, activate that, let the aircraft take control, so point, so nav, confirm and select it. The nav is active. I'll go to the legs page and throw in a directs to Sierra 724. Force on the left hand side for the aircraft. It wants to because if you want to yeah, I'm just get ourselves onto a intercept, that's fine. Alright, left hand turn aeroplane, you do your magic. Still at 4 degrees flaps, I'm not going to track that just yet. Passing through 6,000, that seems to reset 1013. Oh yeah, the SAS is a very complex aeroplane, Transport Gamer. It's a very complex aeroplane. Even I sometimes struggle to operate. But we're getting there with it. So far so good. Left hand turn and should get ourselves onto the local lines. Very short. Well, hopefully to be there very shortly. Right, flaps up.
Lap 0.
And stats retracted. Cool, welcome Nicholas, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat, how you doing today dude? How you doing? Passing through 7,800 now, so not quite at 10,000 for the landing lights. This aircraft hasn't actually connected to the what are you doing? Right, let's go to the direct. Just force it on 724. There we go. Nav track, nav climb, call the aircraft on the routes. Perfect. Yeah, so at this point, sit back, relax, enjoy the flights. So the weather looking a little bit naff today, but it's not the end of the world. There's Stockholm just below the cloud line. So things definitely to clarify as well when we get towards Hamburg. Hamburg looking a bit clearer today, so I should get some visibility on the approach. If not, the aircraft has got autoland capabilities if we need it. I've not actually tested it yet, so it was very fast autoland if we do go for it. But for the most part, so I've got faith in this airplane. It's not going to cause too many problems, right? I hope. No transport. Scandinavian retired aircraft years ago, in fact, years ago. They were one of the last operators of it. They did run it until quite recent, I guess, but they don't operate them anymore, I'm afraid.
It's also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatories.
So look at progress. At the moment, so it's 1000 Zulu, which is correct. ETA shows 11, so 12, 4:12 currently. Local time's an hour and 15 minutes of flight time until we land. So far, so good. Should be a good weekend, Nicholas. Yes, should be a good weekend. So you can see Centac's only got 25 kilos of fuel left, so expect that to... hang on, it's already burning from left to right, so that's what getting a nice caution in the morning. Center fuel pressure is low. We've exhausted the center tank, that's fine. So center fuel tank pumps come off. Now just using tanks from the left and right. So 25 kilos center fuel, that's just kind of fuel that's sitting there, which can't get pumped. That's still operate the MD-80, I believe. They still operate it as a charter aircraft, so it is available for those that want it. I don't think I can quite afford a charter aircraft, but if I get a chance to fly the MD-80, then I absolutely would. So I've been on the 717. I think the DC-9 is pretty much retired, apart from maybe one or two like cargo operations out in Africa somewhere. But yeah, if an MD-80 opportunity pops up, then definitely have to give it a go, because why not? I guess it's the Not quite the classics, not quite the DC-9, but it's one of those aircraft that it fits within that era. So it'd be nice to give it a go. But yeah, I have flown 7-1, and 717 itself was a really good experience. I flew with Volanta from where was it? Flew from Venice to Catania. What's the flight number? V71643, something like that. Double check. But yeah, it was a good trip. Really enjoyed it. The aircraft was very comfortable. Certainly, you can see the age, because at the end of the day, the 717 was just an MD-95. It was the next generation of MD-80, basically exactly the same as this, just with glass cockpit gauges instead. The interior, passenger-wise, is pretty much exactly the same, one-to-one copy, apart from a slightly shorter fuselage. So, yeah, the fit. Diego, thank you for the sponsor. Welcome to the channel, dude. You are on 16 months. Cool. 16 months. It's been a while, dude. How are you? Happy because you're... Yes, 737's around the corner now. It's, also, yeah, single plane. It's coming out on Monday. If it came out on Sunday, I'm not working tomorrow, so I can have the entire day to enjoy 7.3. But no, it's Monday. It's work day for me, and it's my birthday, so... Stream probably come out on... Hang on, so there's Air Master warning lights. Bear with me. Ah. Maybe if I turn the packs on, I should breathe. Sorry. No oxygen for you. Yeah, 7-7, so releases on Monday the 9th, which is my birthday, and also a work day for me, so I'll probably stream it Tuesday morning, kind of first thing. So there's no viewers for it, I'm afraid, but yeah, it's kind of got to balance out what I can really, that one. True, could be late Monday, early Tuesday for us, depending on time of release in terms of time zones as well. There's a few things that could come out, but yes, definitely confirmed to release on Monday. Hence, find this beauty a little bit longer. Again, I absolutely adore this MD-80. The Leonardo aircraft have been the Leonardo themselves have been really good developers for flights in the past couple of years. They've been doing the MD-80 since FSX, so they've definitely been around. And so it's good to see them supporting their aircraft on the new platforms as well. Because Microsoft Flight Sim deserves it. I mean, fair enough, it's not the best in terms of physics, but the graphics, the visual fidelity is fantastic. And so any aircraft that makes it onto this platform, regardless of quality, is always going to look good. And this is no exception. It's a beauty. It really, really is. It just seemed it came out so close to the 737's release. Because as soon as that 737 releases from PMDG, I can tell you now, I'll not be flying anything else for months on months. That 737, especially when the 800 releases, oof, right now operations every day for the next 3 years. It is a good aeroplane. Really enjoying the McDonnell Douglas so far. Also the modelling as well. The level of detail throughout the modelling is fantastic. Really, really close with how it looks and feels. In fact, I wonder if someone has released a Volanta for it. So I'm just going to get some photos of my own trip with this aeroplane. So when did I go? I went in January 2020, so just before all the COVID stuff happened. So it's Finland, Helsinki. I did something in Helsinki. I can't remember what it was. I think I dropped something and broke something in Helsinki City Centre. I can't remember what though. There you go. So this was on the 12th of January 2020. At Venice airports. So Boeing 717, flying Volanta colours, which is basically, this is the cockpit. It's not the best photo in the world, but that's the cockpit. You can see the glass cockpit gauges, but pretty much the same layout as MD-80. That's my seat by the engine. That's the seating map printed on the back of the seats. There's a dog sitting next to me as well. Yeah, it was a really good trip this. Really enjoyed it. That was the volcano. That time it was still active. So I have been on the next generation of this aircraft, but not necessarily the Douglas 80 itself. Look at this little boopy nose. Have been on the A350. I haven't Fantastics. In July, I will be. In July, I'm flying Finnair from Helsinki, Volanta to London Heathrow. Alpha Yankee 1337 scheduled as an A350, so I'm very, very excited for that trip. So yeah, I've not been on an A350 yet, but in July, the answer is yes, I would have been on an A350 900. Representing the US, yeah, that's fine. You flew a Cathay Pacific 350 from Hong Kong to San Francisco, very nice. Okay, yeah, Cathay Pacific, that was the little short tail codes instead, with 4 characters in dash, not 5. Feeds perfect because you're off school on Monday. See, so that's what I'm getting confused by. Some schools I believe are open on Monday, some are not. I don't know if it's a bank holiday or not, but I'm sure this weekend's a bank holiday. I just can't confirm it. I swear there is a bank holiday. Did they operate the aircraft? No, they did not, Transport Gamer. British Airways operated one of the competitors to the MD-80, which was the AC-111. So yeah, no, British Airways did not operate the MD-80. Instead, they operated one of these, the BA-111s, British-built aircraft, same kind of capacity, same kind of functionality. But yeah, never flew the McDonnell Douglas. British Caledonian as well operated the 111 as well, one of the former merger companies.
In a few moments, we will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an
You're in Spain as a school trip. Okay, fair enough. Oh, school trip not going on, dude. Come on, school trips are the best part of school. Right, so up cruise, so far so good. Just realised I haven't turned the seatbelt sign off yet. Passengers are probably going to want to get out there very quickly. There you go, seatbelt sign off. Right, so about an hour or so of cruise today. 2 passengers on the way to the toilets already. Cabin crew going through the cabin, serving their snacks and drinks. Through the passenger scenery, let's see who's on board the flight, who's in the aeroplane today. If you recognise any names, give us a shout and look at their stats. For me, I don't think there's going to be anyone I particularly recognise on board today. The answer is no, not really. Nope. Oh, Headland. No, I don't know about Headland. Yeah, nobody on board that I'd say I recognise. Yes, that was the aircraft where the pilots left the cockpit when the windshield detached due to a faulty maintenance job. That is the same aircraft, yes. Just by bonus on the weekend. But it's not released on the weekend, no one. That's the problem. It doesn't release until Monday. If it was released on the weekend, then, like I say, tomorrow would be my dedicated 737 day, but it's not out yet. Unless you pay the $99 million they want for the early access. Do you think tablets should be implemented into 737 PMDG? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing any FE tablet on the 737, so it'd be handy in terms of all the calculations. Stuff like this is fantastic. Really, really love using these things. So, yeah, PMDG can add one. I certainly like it. Not the end of the world, though, if they don't. Not the end of the world if they don't. Yes, constant delivery of A350-1000s for the Project Sunrise Heathrow to Sydney routes. Mainly because of the fact that Airbus could deliver them earlier. With Boeing, their 787s wouldn't arrive until 2024, which is too late for them. So, ultimately went for the Airbus option instead. So we're at cruise, aircraft's doing fine, we can calculate our approach and get ourselves, well, what we expect to approach into today. Refresh the page, has IVAO, no, IVAO's not quite back yet, still down, that's fine, oof, that's 68 users active right now, 68. Need to get ourselves back online, boys. Right, Well, doing so the approach. Expecting runway. This is runway 33 for approach. Put that in. Let's get the charts up first. So I need the Bogmu 1 Sierra approach into Stockholm, into Hamburg. So approaches runway 33, Bogmu 1 Sierra. Oh, is it an IVAO approach? Not a IS approach. Okay, I'll do that. Fair enough. Bogmu 1 Sierra, star. Bogmu 1 Sierra, pin that. Taxi charts, airport charts, and that's about it really. So, from Bogmu, Hotel 829, onto 830, full approach path around, make a right, then descend down into, well, short final. From there, so you can see from Ham, same routing path, continue to approach down, follow the descent path, which will be programmed by the FMS. Then the airport charts, so taxi ourselves to the stand, which is going to be down here somewhere. Cool, so let's plug that all in. So then RNAV runway 33, Bogmu 1 Sierra, execute that. Check for these continuities. I can zoom in. Okay, 20 miles, that's fine. Right, step. Really top. Ooh, hang on a minute. It's quite late top of the descent. Also, what's up with the no, Delta Hotel. Sorry, Delta Hotel. That's fine. Delta Hotel 829. Are you really telling me that the top of the descent is pretty much on the star itself? I mean, well, 4 miles. I don't know what the descent rate is between. It's 2,000 feet per minute. Well, 2,000 feet every 4 miles. Apparently. Well, so it's by 4. Well, Ham 4,000 by Ham. So. Let's see if we can have a bit of fun with that. We're not using Ham, are we? We're using Bogmu. So go back to the approach charts. So Bogmu needs to be level 110. Yeah, that's way too high. Bogmu flight level 110. Execute that. And calculate the rest around it, please, airplane. Should be 220 at Hotel 829. No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll control speed manually, but 110, 240 from there, and that's, yeah, it's much more sensible. So 11,000 Bogmu, we need to be down to 4,000 by Delta Hotel 835. 4,000. And then actually calculate the rest of everything around it. Perfect. So, top percent for us now updates the map. That's what I did wrong with the Helsinki flight. I didn't calculate my top percent correctly, and so we came to a bit of a, well, a bit high up for the descents. So you're telling me 240, start descent at Kuksod. Gives us how many miles to not much, not many miles. Then again, we're intending 13,000, so it's not particularly a steep descent required either. So start descent at Mykonos, I think is going to be our sensible option. Where is Mykonos? Mykonos is, oh, to be fair, that actually does follow for 224. So that suggests to me that we'll be descending at around 1,500 feet per minute. So, okay, we'll leave it at that, aeroplane. I trust you that you'll descend us on time. I don't, but we'll figure out when we get there. We'll take one, yeah, each problem one step at a time, please, airplane. So, Pugnut approach. We'll program the IS frequency in a second. Quick screenshot for Volanta. Indy's still finding it. Oh, today, air fast in Indonesia. Okay, well, then I guess I've got hope. Do you ever see A350 Sin? Yes, we should do, Paul. I believe there is a freeware project in development at the moment for the A350, so keep your hopes up. Something is on the way. Right, so, oh yeah, sorry, there's no LS frequency for runway 33, because again, there's no LS frequency, it's an live approach. What I'm going to do is I'll plug in the frequency and course for the opposite vector. So runway 15 we'll go for. So 10955, nice and simple to plug in. 10955. And the course for the runway is going to be 330. Same for the heading, just might just stats to 330. Perfect. Yes, I'm well aware that PMG is coming out on Monday, Global Aircraft Spotter. We'll be talking about that in the stream today. Working Monday, as well as my birthday, so first stream for me on Tuesday for the PMG 737-700. How many engines do you think you'll need for Sydney? Well, so I've streamed that in real time without any sleep or anything. Managed to keep myself awake throughout that entire flight. The second leg to Melbourne I took a nap, but no engineering required. Generally don't try to stream that. I'll try to avoid that stuff, to be fair. A320 is not compatible with the animations, Ultimate Air. If you want to do the replay, you have to do the spoilers yourself manually. There is Ryanair livery already for it, the 700s. That's going to be Sierra Echo Victor, the nice Seb. But let's see, I'm sure someone will do a Ryanair livery very quickly for the 800 as well. Because come on, Ryanair, the main operator of the 738, one of the biggest in the world. And it's the airline everyone wants to fly, so don't you worry. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. See, I'm sure I've spotted an MD-80 landing at Heathrow at some point in the past, Noah. Probably not. I've seen several MD-80s kind of parked at stands and remote stands and kind of abandoned at airports. I can't recall seeing one fly, I must admit. I've got no real memory of anyone flying. I've seen the Fokker 70 flying, the KLM aircrafts. That one I've definitely seen, but I've got photos of it flying. So they retired it in 2020, but I don't ever recall the McDonnell Douglas flying. I mean, for all I know, I could have actually flown on one as well when I was younger, but again, I've got no memory of it. I've got no memory of any flights kind of before 2006. Tell you, I've flown Ryanair pretty much every year now since 2006. Before then, I flew with EasyJets kind of annually for a couple of years, and then before then, I was flying with either British Airways or LOT Polish Airlines. The LOT flights I've got, the only real memory I've got of a LOT flight is kind of boarding at an airport, getting one of those children's goodie bags you get back in the day, and also looking out the window to the moon kind of during a night approach to Heathrow. That's what I remember from my LOTS days. EasyJet, I've got... Again, EasyJet would fly the 737-400, so I've been on 734s that I know for a fact. I just don't know which, when, where, or anything about it, because again, it's just so long ago. But, yeah, it's a case of... The Ryanair flights in recent years I can remember. Anything beyond that, not particularly. Are they working now, IVAO? Let's have a look. Right, so this is an MD-82. Hey, we're back on IVAO, there we go. We're back. We're back. Hopefully get some AT of Hamburg today. Refresh the page. What are we down to? We're down to 64 users. Whew, talk about peak and quiet times. Nah, to be fair, it's a good thing get to all the updates and upgrades over and done in the morning. I'm sure by the time the rush starts later, people actually come online, then we'll get a bit busier. Right, there you go. That's our flights. Copy the link. There, if you want to track our flights, there is our tracking link today. Yeah, to be fair to say, I've got no real memory in 777-400 with either EasyJet or LOT, so that's why a couple of weeks ago I flew with Jet 2, flying 777-300 out of Leeds Bradford to Paris Charles de Gaulle. That flight I just did to tick off and have actual memories of the old 73 Classics. To be fair, it was a comfortable flight, can't complain about it. It's bigger windows, the NG. Also much prefer the older square windows to the newer, weird reflective, shiny, round ones. But I guess that's just the way progression goes. 747 Taipei, San Francisco, 2010-350, very nice. Alright, so set up Unicom for expected arrival into Hamburg, so I'll be approaching runway 33. On the Bogby 1 Sierra, inbound to the north, approaching on the RNAV. Cool. So as soon as we're ready for our top ascent, we'll get all of that program going in. I do like holoplanes, yes, I do have a fascination with it. It's probably why I keep trying to do all these trips at the moment, so I'm trying to find the odd aircraft I can to tick them off the list. I mean, some I'm going to miss, like the Fokker I missed with KLM, but still a few of them operate in Australia, which makes Australia... To be honest, Australia's got a whole bunch of everything. I mean, they still operate the BAE 146 out there, the old Fokker 17100s. I know Russia, you still get a few Illusion aircraft and Yakolev aircraft in Russia. It's Javier, they still operate until last year. Last year they retired them to the 73800, which is really annoying. So I was planning a trip to go there and fly one, but, well, a few reasons. But, yeah, I want to try and fly as many of these older classic aircraft as I can before they all disappear. So for me, my list for aircraft that I've been on that I can actually remember as well. Yes, I have. Right, so aircrafts I've been on. I've been on the ATR. I've been on 3 ATR-70. This is 2006. 2006 is today. 3 ATR-72s, 3 Bristol Islanders, 3 Twin Otters, 2 ATR-42s, 2 Dornier 228s. 2 Saab 340s, a Jetstream 41, an Embraer 135, an Embraer 145, an Embraer 190. I've been on an A220, an A318, 6 A319s, 14 A320s, although one of them had chocolate retrofitted, 4 A320neos, 1 A321 neo, 1 Boeing 717-200s. I've been on 777-300, a 737-600, 777-700, 51 737-800s, and 2 737 Maxes. In terms of upcoming aircraft, I've got an A220 upcoming, I've got a A350 upcoming, also I've got an A320 and a 737 upcoming. Aircraft that's not on that list, that I haven't on the past, I've been on a 777-400s. With, again, LOT or British Airways many years ago. Can't remember the flight numbers or the stats for it. Or the dates, even. And I have been... I'm sure I've been on the Q400 as well, but again, no real memory of that one. It was a Eurolot aircraft. Actually, I can't have got memories for it. It was a Eurolot aircraft from Warsaw to Rzeszów. But, again, that's so long ago now. Also, I should have been on 747. I should have been on 747, but... British Airways and COVID just threw that out the window. Flight to New York, but yeah, flight was cancelled. Aircraft got retired. Never got to fly 747. Do you know Sentinel released on PC and Xbox on Monday? Probably come to console later. Global aircraft and also price I do not know yet. I've been on Norwegian. I've been on a Norwegian 737, and I've not been on Finnair yet. Finnair I fly for the first time in July on an A350. So yeah, flying with thin air, the A350. How many FPS I've got? 30. Limited. I've limited Sims to 30 FPS for sake of streaming and CPU processing. And right now it's on 50. If I turn off the CPU limiter, if I turn off the FPS limiter, I'd get about 45-50 without limitations at 4K. So, very smooth indeed. So if you're going to go to Denpasar, Lisbon, Emirates, but then COVID had to cancel. Yeah, but your A380 is still running. My 747's long gone. That's the heartbreaking part of it. It really is quiet in the cockpit of this aeroplane. Okay, so on every single Finnair cockpit F50, got to get a flight from London to London or Amsterdam. Yeah, they operate to Amsterdam as well, don't they? The M350 is a cargo run, so you may use it for the extra takeoff capacity rather than the passenger numbers. Passenger numbers is just an extra bonus, but it's made down to cargo. Any cargo freight, letters, mail, they use 350 for sake of capacity needs. I've not been on the Cessna. I've been on Icarus C-42 and CTS W. I've also flown a Glob. It was a Glob 103 glider, something like that. Dash 8s again. I'm sure I've been on Dash 8, but this was many years ago, so I've got no real memory of it apart from looking out the window at the propeller. But again, no dates, no flight numbers, no real information that could get me to log it down to remember. So in terms of our flight, so far so good. Top is set not for a couple more miles. Still got a little time to go until we get anywhere really. Hamburg Tower is online, so we have got ATC. Arrive runway 23. Change the approach runway now, so we'll get that configured now. So yeah, if you look at the meter, arrive runway 23, so we need to get that all changed over. We need to get ILS, that's always a benefit. So I need to go to tax, no approach charts, go to 33, ILS 23. Yeah, cool, that's fine. Blocking on Sierra, that's still appropriate for this approach? Not really, is it? Star, do you have any other bog moves you can use for the runway 23? That one. Right, let's get plugging it in. So, back to the approach index, IS23, Papa Me 1 Papa. Execute that. Just go step by step. So, Bagos, oops, right down to Bogmu. Left hand turn, right hand turn, and then the glide path into runway 23. Cool, happy with that. Notice continuities, that's not a problem. Oh, that's how you change the screen. Okay, handy to know actually. I'm doing it the weird way ever since I started using that. So, let's recalculate our descent intentions, or descent requirements. It needs to be at Bogmu at 110 still, which is correct. So, looking at still, can we redescend 13,000 feet in 35 miles? It's definitely a bit of a tight one, that's... according to this, our top of ascent is supposed to be around Tonsa. Where the heck is Tonsa? This is the next page, is it? No, because there's Bogmu. Nigad, Nosley, Mockney. Do you have a Mockney anywhere? Cool, so my flight plan doesn't actually match my... Oh, hang on, I'm looking the wrong way round. Sorry, I'm looking the wrong way round. Sorry. That's our departure. That's top of climb. Top of descent, sorry. Nuster, top of descent. Right, do we have a Nuster? So I'm looking the wrong way around. Nuster we do, which at that point we already started off. Okay, that's really. Okay, no, tell you what. If the flight plan is adamant, we send that point. We'll go with what the airplane says and send at that point. Let's go on then. So for me it looks a bit late, but if the aircraft adamant can do it, then let the aircraft do it. Right, let's grab the frequency 111.5, and the course now is 228. Cool. So now I've got an IS approach, we shall be using the glide slope to guide us down to the runway. Green Stockholm, welcome. But how are you doing? Why have they not that sim? Why not? Studio 380 from Bangkok to Istanbul, don't really remember, and 747 for Vietnam. I think we're back. I don't know what happened. My internet's perfectly alright, but for some reason this server encode I'm using just decided to crash. So we should be back to normal now. Are we back? Can you still hear me? Can you still see me? Slightly annoying. Yeah, we're back. Okay, sorry about that. How's the quality looking? Still 1440. Yeah, sorry about that. Should be back to normal now. Right, what was I talking about? What was I talking about when everything went kaput for a second? Good quality, running 1440. Okay, cool, we are back to normal then. I'm not quite sure what happened in that. Right, plug on approach, IS frequency set, top percent is coming up very shortly-ish. So we've got about half an hour or so till landing, so we've got plenty of time to keep ourselves at it. 15 minutes expected arrival. I think we are ahead of the schedule by quite a bit. Let's have a look at progress. So, Hotel, 11:16 Zulu, so we'll be landing in approximately 50. Yeah, no, I think our internet's buggered. It's just cut out again for a second there. It says we're live again, but still losing frames. Very annoying, very annoying. Hello Drawyah, nice to see the MD-82 again, which is so far. Really enjoying it, because that's so really, really enjoying it. Yeah, really enjoying the MD-82 so far. Fun little aeroplane. Not exactly the most nimble in the world. Flying this thing by hand is not easy. It's a struggle to get it up and down, but overall, it's been a good little flyer. It's been a really good little flyer. Really high speed, not particularly. I mean, what? Ground speed 339 knots. This thing, what? Mach 0.66. This is slow. This is very, very slow for an aeroplane. Far slower than most aircraft of the year, even. Mach 0.8 is what most commercial aircraft fly at, so Mach 0.6. Oof. No, 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 no. Yeah, still flies in I don't know if it's my internet or just something's gone wrong with the system or the servers or Microsoft. Something's gone wrong. Something's gone horribly wrong. What did it say? Well, it shows that the overspeed. There. So overspeed right now would be about 300 and 349. So we're flying kind of below that. We could increase our speed if we wanted to. I mean, we'll always just do. How do you say it's the Mach again? Maybe just push it, wouldn't you? Probably not. Yeah, if we wanted to, we could increase that if we wanted to I don't know, 340. Get a high speed cruise in. But don't really need it this time. I don't know why it's doing that. Seriously, every few seconds it's just like gone, back, gone, back. Very, very. If it does that during the final approach, that's a problem for me because I lose control of the aircraft and that pops up. No, I'm enjoying the MD-80. It's a fun little airplane. Really, really good to get going. Nice to get fly something more bone familiarity, I guess, with the 777 around the corner too than the Airbus all the time. And it's a shame that the Boeing's coming so soon because I'm really enjoying this. And as soon as that 777 releases, all of a sudden, this MD-80 will never be flown again. Somebody's flicking a switch at Microsoft HQ. Oh no, it's not the internet, Noah, because OBS is still showing green. It's never once well, apart from one connection earlier on, it's never really thrown any problems at me. Yes, Butts, that's the really. That's the third time you've mentioned the Gatora incident. I'm not particularly interested in plane crashes. How can you have so many holidays and days off work? Shift work. Pretty much. My shift rota is actually really, really good where I work. So I get a good little break every couple of weeks off. And they don't even have to manual leave, they're just rest days basically. So, yeah, really, really good shift pattern. A really good rota. I work in rail, Magnus. I work in rail. Something at 9, yeah. Something at 9, I've not found it to some smooth updates. I mean, I've had the sim freeze me a couple of times, which it hasn't done since, well, basically pre-release. But it does need a bit more work, update 9, I feel. It needs a bit more work to it. Oh, you having the same problem as well, Matt? Okay, right. I'm not the only one with this connection problem. Everyone else is reporting it too. Cool. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Yes, I'm well aware of Volanta airport disaster there, CP, but again, I'm not interested in plane crashes. Cool, so all 240 top percent marker is, okay, it was fit on screen now. Let's go back. There it is, the TOD is marked now, so I'll start descent as soon as you get there. 100 or so miles to go until we start our descents. Yeah, we should be alright. We've got a frequency in place, 115, course 228, so as soon as we get onto the glide slope, we'll be able to fix the glide slope. That's not a problem. Plenty of fuel on board today, 5550, so we've had just under half our tank so far. Just under half our tank, we're about 2/3 of the way there, so yeah, we're doing alright with the speed of things. Is our chat update? I don't think it is. Refresh the chats. There we go, that's more like it. And I'm going to mute you now, Noah. Or time me well, because I've just said I am not interested in plane crashes. Never have been. So, any mentions of plane crashes, you get timed out for 5 minutes. Yes, Lucas, I know. I think most people know Infinite Flight's the mobile flight sim. I have got it myself, actually, Infinite Flight. It's a good little platform. Whenever I'm out and about, want to use a bit of flight sim, then that's a good thing to turn to. I've just realised the streaming data's gone. Flight model, not flight model. Let's go to traffic data. There we go. On. That's fine. It's not broken, SCP. It's called the ground speed. 404 knots. That's ground speed reporting. That's absolutely correct. There, that's more like it. Far more like it. PC specs and description, DCP. PC specs and description. As for right now, we are flying over Copenhagen. The airport of Copenhagen, just over there. There it is. Right now over the capital of Denmark. Copenhagen. You secured PC yet? I've got no complaints with it. DPF, not cheap, but definitely runs pretty well. I need to at least. Not too bad, Marco, not too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. How are you doing today, dude? We get a flight sim sound pack if one comes out, probably. Certainly could do some touch up of the MD-80. It's not terrible. There are a few things that I wouldn't mind seeing kind of a bit of touch up, a bit of love given its way. So yes, if they release one, then probably will pick it up. I've got 80 miles now to 12%, 80 miles to go. Capacity set efficient 94%, so far so good in the back. Quick look through the cabin again. Yeah, pretty standard at the moment, it's nothing too much to report. You should be sitting by the window there. It's an emergency row. Should be someone there as well, actually. Emergency rows always need someone by the door. Cabin crew, doing a terrible job. Apart from that, actually, no. Pretty good so far. We can always jump into the back ourselves and go through the cabin. It's not really much of a back alley, is it? It's more of a jump seat connected to the door that passengers use to exit and enter the rear out of. Jump seat, got a couple of toilets at the back. Best seat in the house there. Nothing but the window. I think the one on the left slightly worse in terms of view as well, isn't it? So around, yeah, even worse that. You head on down, there's an emergency exit to the left hand side which has access to a galley. And we can get there, drinks and snacks sorted out from the middle of the airplane. So yes, this is an emergency door stroke service door, that's a couple of trolleys, a little galley set up. Standard 3x2 seating, so standard for, I guess, narrow body regional aircrafts. Having said, I think when I flew the A220, 3x2 as well, isn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, 3x2 seating on the Airbus A220. The BAE 146, that's 3x3, slightly wider than the Douglas, but shorter body. But I must say, pretty standard setup. Nothing too much to really say about it. It's just really well put together airplane. So who was I flew recently? I think it was Jet 2. Yeah, Jet 2 to Centurion 300 had no window shutters at all things. Yeah, all these window shutters that you drop down to close the windshield removed. The airplane just physically had none of them, which I found quite strange. It's no requirement under UK aviation law. I know under Irish aviation law that windshields are required, but certainly not in British. Do you know the last flight's plane is? There is no last flight queue, but the MD-82 still operates. Still sees quite a few services around the world. 4 hours of SATs, fair play, Marco, fair play. I didn't do my SATs in primary school. Never did. After the 1 year they skipped. They did them every single year. Then for 1 year they decided not to do them because it stresses out students too much or stuff like that. And then straight away next year they did them all again. So I'm the 1 year that never did SAT SAT exams, which was an interesting way. Yes, I've got co-pilots. Yeah, I've got a co-pilot around seat. Leonardo, we do. We are not alone in the front today. I've got friends. And SCP, I did say to you, anyone talk about crashes, I'm just going to time you out because I've said many times now, I'm not interested in playing crashes. It's a fair warning to that, but you've obviously ignored me, so goodbye. Co-pilot Camille, it's automatic in this airplane. Co-pilot comes with the MD-80. It's part of the aircraft's config setup. So, same as the 111, sorry, the 145, 146 even. The 146 has a co-pilot. The Concords, DC's own Concorde has a co-pilot, but I've disabled it for the sake of it's too big for the cockpit's size limitations. But yeah, some add-ons have it, some of them don't. There's a mod that added to the A2X Camille. If you go to Flights Not 2, there is a mod that adds the co-pilot. Co-pilot's name? I'm not too sure, never named him. In fact, I can tell you what the co-pilot's name is, because if you go to the load manager for the Maddog, here you go, the co-pilot's name is Male Arab. There you go. So I'm Male Generic, and the co-pilot is Male Arab. That's his name. Male Arab. So there we are in the cockpit enjoying ourselves. Notice that the ground speed indicator is not in miles per hour, not knots, which is why it gives you a high value on landing takeoff. Is it? Oh yeah. I've never noticed that this airplane before. Well, the more you know. So, ground speed max in miles per hour. Not. Genuinely didn't know that before. Genuinely did not know that. When should the sensor comes out on Monday, Camille? They literally have announced the Monday as the release date. It's May the 9th, the PMD G737. We should name him Jeff. Co-pilot Jeff. After that we go to tax-free shop. Oh yes, Lennox. That's all we ever do in the when you travel out in the European Union. You go through tax-free, you sign your paperwork, you get your money back. Speaking of which, I never got my money back for the trip to Norway like 3 years ago. Never saw any of that back. Well, yeah, there was like €3-4, but we did all the paperwork. Right, top percent. We need to talk about sending soon because we are approaching our destination. See, I feel like we're still way too close to late top descent, but it's within the aircraft. It's within the computer limitation. So, Bogmu 110 would have to be at ASA requirements. And then 4,000 by Hotel 657. As long as we do those two, then we're fine. Again, we're looking at how many miles percent? 12 miles plus 11, so 23 plus 9. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, a quick update from the flight deck. We are shortly going to start the descent into Hamburg. I'm just looking at landing in around 30 or so minutes. If you need to use toilets, please do so now, as very shortly we'll be closing the doors in preparation for our landing. Once again, we are just about to hit our top percent and should be landing in approximately half an hour into Hamburg. Thank you. Give a message to the back. Yeah, it's been an interesting and expensive month back at Zoto, certainly with the the release of these paper aircrafts. All of a sudden, they're all coming at the same time within the space of 3 days. Yeah, well, the 146 and the MD-80 released on the same day, last Sunday, so that was a wipeout. I don't even know what the next payday is. So, yeah, to be fair, the 7700 I get for free, because I bought the NG3 back in early access. It wasn't S, but back when the PMDG NG-XU released on P3D, for those who bought it in the first 6 months of its release, they get the credits for that purchase towards the NG3. So if you spend $100 on the NG-XU for P3V4, you get $100 credits towards the Microsoft Flight Sim version of 737. So I've got that credit sitting in my account right now, and I'll be using the credits towards the new 737. So I won't see the worst of it this month, and those who bought the P3D version certainly won't see the worst of it. Sadly, the offer's gone now, so you've missed out on that. But yes, you're right, Paul. It is a very expensive hobby, and that's why we enjoy it. Right, so reset FGCP altitude. So we need to be down to 3,000 for the glide slope. So I'll call you. Next to 3,000. Announce on Unicom that we are going to start our descent. As soon as we hit that bogging waypoint, aircraft will start its descent. Yep, releasing 9th of May. I'm well aware of that, Jake. Every other comment's been saying to me out on Monday. Temperature outside is minus 12 degrees centigrade. Temperature inside is 27 degrees centigrade inside. It's quite cold. Maybe put some cold air into the aeroplane. It's a bit hot in there. Let's drop a little bit now. Yeah, so outside's minus 12, inside's 27. Steaming up in there. Where's our top descent marker? There it is, 5 miles to descent, 5 miles. Flight map, Leonardo, you can use the WebEye tracking link in the pinned comments. Right, hit the top ascents. You see needles now starting to drop a little bit. Our altitude should start to follow suit very shortly. Throttles are reducing to idle. There we go. Start our descent into Hamburg. Oh, Hamburg Tower is disconnected. Very annoying. Oh well, we know it's runway 23 approach now, so we've been programmed and configured. Oh, welcome to Germany. We just entered, we've entered via Puttgarten. Puttgarten and Rodby, I've actually travelled between by ferry. So between there and there, there's a ferry. The ferry still operates, but there used to be a train line as well. A train ferry. So the train would stop at the station, the boat would drive up, the tracks would connect, and the train would drive into the boats. I'm trying to get a photo of that as well. I've been on that ferry in real life, on the train ferry. That was in 2000 and... when was that? October, November 2019? Yes, November 2019. There you go. So yeah, I've been. So this is outside the station at Rodby, and the train. I'm on a train right now. It moves very, very slowly, and the train drives onto a boat. So leaving the train onto the ferry itself. It's the Volanta. There you go, look, it's a train on a boat. So yeah, so literally between here, Rodby, and down here, Puttgarten. There's no more operates. They retired the train boat ferry service a little while ago in favour for a new route that goes a long way around, but because it's faster, it's actually longer route, but shorter journey time because there's no boat requirements. Also, the boat's delayed, so there's no issue with the train being delayed either. But yeah, I've actually been in that. I've been in this part of Germany. In fact, I was travelling between Copenhagen and Hamburg as well. Because the train starts in Copenhagen and terminates at Hamburg. Nope, don't really watch Swiss 001. Noah, not someone I particularly have interest in. Passing through 17,000, we need to be at 14,000 by Nygard. Nygard is... it's actually, we're doing alright. We're doing alright for the altitude at the moment. So on the seatbelt sign. Passengers can now return to their seats in preparation for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it is time to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
I believe Alitalia did operate the MD-80, Marco, yes. I'm pretty sure they did operate a couple of MD-80s. Check your flights, mates. Literally, the pinned comments, the WebEye link, webeye.iva.aero, that's a tracking link. Use that link to follow our flights while you're on a map of the world right now. Right, nearly there. Follow the approach path around the loops, into glide slope and into land. So yeah, Bogmu, 110. Yeah, no, actually we're alright. Could be a lot worse, that. As long as we're at 4,000 by Hotel 657, 3,000 by... Sorry, 3,000 above by India 23. Then, previous price as we start the approach and descent. We have been contacted by Hamburg Tower. Expecting -23 on Bog Mu 1 Papa. Hamburg Tower's come back, thank you very much. So we'll contact them very shortly. 126855. That on standby. So as soon as we're ready to contact them, switch the button and be able to say hello. Yes, I've been in the Channel Tunnel. Nate's been in a couple of times. Wonderful bit of engineering that. I've been on it with I've been twice. I've been on three times. I've been on Eurostar 3 times. All times between London and Paris. I've done London to Paris, Paris to London, and then Paris to London again. At some point I was going to Amsterdam with it, so I'll probably fly one way, take the train back, or take train one way, fly back. But yes, I've been on Eurostar a couple of times. Wonderful bit of engineering that. And again, speed as well. 150 mph in British Rail. It's unheard of. It's very, very good network. I do quite like it. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing please, 10 minutes. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing please, 10 minutes. I've been there once, need to go inside for... Oh, you went via the, yes, you went via... Euro Shuttle. So yeah, I took Eurostar. Sorry, you're right. I've actually been on Euro Shuttle as well. I've been on it twice. So I actually add 2 more journeys as well to that for the school trip. Yeah, Euro Shuttle. They're based out of Dover, and basically, if you drive a bus, a car, or a lorry, then instead of being on a passenger train across the channel, you're on a freight train basically. And a freight train that takes vehicles across the underwater. So yeah, no, sorry. Add 2 more to that. I have been on the thing a couple more times. Right, information alpha altimeter 1023.
We have begun our final descent into Germany. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash.
No problem.
Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Yeah, see this one, I feel like we're a bit on the high side. DHE 635 needs to be at 7,500. 634 needs to be at 8,300. Okay, we're about 500 above, but we are definitely a bit above at the moment. Also, turning circle, not a strong point of the MD-80. So these turns and banks are a lot longer, a lot wider than I think the aircraft, or at least the route was anticipating it to be. Those are bad screenshots. Take manual speed control, we can do. Just down to 200 knots, start the flaps. Slats out. Health 655, needs to be at 6,400, we're doing 7,200. flaps 11. Yeah, got a master caution that is boiler flap extended, that's fine. Increase our rate of descent slightly, because I think we're definitely on the high side right now. Delta 657, 4,000. Yeah, if we can catch up slightly, that's not a problem. 115, 115. Climb that again. 115, 115. Yeah, that's fine. 228, 22. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Actually, blood glass slope now, so we've actually caught up very nicely. That'll do. That will hopefully do. Interestingly, the localizer hasn't. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Right, doing all right now. So holding 200 knots. That's fine. Sure, I haven't done the approach calculations yet. We've done now. Landing at Echo Delta Delta Hotel. Conditions are good. Winds reporting 3009. QNH 1023. Outside temperature reporting at 17 centigrade. Reverse is yes, and review 5, manual fine. Landing weights reported as 57497. Cool. Right, so approach speed will be so 160 flaps 11 extended. Reduce you to 160 knots. Approach speed flaps 28 will be so flaps extended will be 141. That's all fine. Can also bring the placard up as well for the landing data if we need it, just in case. 141 will be our final approach speed today. Localizer active. Get the aircraft onto the runway heading. Still below glide slope. That will catch up very quickly as soon as we level off at 3,000. So, localize being tracked, thank you very much.
Flaps 15.
That's 15. More contacts the frequency. Hello there, Hamburg Tower, Scandinavian 2645, established runway 23.
Scandinavian 2645, Hamburg Tower today, wind 300 degrees at 9 knots for the reach of 3 to the left, 8 Delta 4.
Good, stand runway 23, Scandinavian 2645. Yes, there's some light winds at the moment, but nothing too major. Yes, the aircraft does feel very heavy, Alfie. It does feel very heavy. It's not the most nimble aircraft in the sky, that's for sure. So we are 13 miles from Hamburg now. 13 miles. Let's activate the ILS. That should then start to follow the glide slope down. So rate of descent will start to increase. Perfect. Now on the ILS. Start recording the replay.
Hamburg Tower, French Post 816, startup.
French Post 816 McDonnell, clear destination Paris, the decision November Takeoff departure, out of runway 33, flight level, initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Startup is approved. We are cleared to Paris via Whiskey Sierra November 3 Golf departure route, flight plan route, initial climb 5,000 out of runway 33, squawk 1,000 for French Post 816.
French Post 816, is that correct?
Get down. Below the cabin crew meal there. Right, on short final. Somewhere else. The MD-82 is a pay-aware planes, trains, idiots. This costs €90. 90 euros. Due speed to minimum approach speed 141. Auto throttle. Under control. Autopilot disconnect, I'm in control. A bit of turbulence.
Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Light slow.
Back onto flight slope, there we go. Very windy today, very windy. I need to go around is an option.
400.
Plus, this thing is heavy on the controls, and even with the wind right now, I don't actually think it's even responding much to my inputs. There we go, out to Leonardo.
Sync rate. Light slow. Light slow. 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reverse is set. Knots versus cuts. Oh, there you go. It's not the most responsive airplane in the world, this. Not the most responsive.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Germany. The local time is 1:18 p.m. and it's currently about 17 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off.
Alright,
Remember to use caution
right
when
towards
opening
the
overhead bins,
terminal,
as
shall we?
items may have been shifted during the flight.
Call sign Scandinavian, was it 2645? Scandinavian 2645, runway vacated.
Scandinavian 2645, taxi get of choice, flight up 4, calls at King 3.
Taxiing to standard choice via Delta 4, Delta 1 Yankee 3 for Scandinavian 2645. Cool, standard choice, nice and simple today. So we taxi to the end of this taxiway here, cross the runway, and then where was Yankee 3? That'll be alright. Right, then lights off, taxi lights set. These come up. That comes up. APU, so start pump on, APU starts. Do you have a power cut or something? Half the system's actually cut off after landing there. Interesting. And your damper cut off as well. I'll check that on the replay later. Yeah, it's high angle of attack. To be fair, Edge Panda, the centre of gravity in the landing is so far back on the aeroplane, you need the high angle of attack. That's centre of gravity, that's landing gear. We're over here, so from the front of the aeroplane, angle of attack is really, really high. So for the MD-80, standard, that is. That's how it went. Let me figure out where Yankee 3 is, the taxiway. There's Zulus, Whiskies, Deltas. Apron 2, Yankee 7, Yankee 4, Yankee 6, Yankee 1. It said Yankee 3. Oh, so we're going to this apron, are we? Whoops, we've missed it. Okay, I'll go down to Yankee 1. I didn't realise we were parked this far away from the, well, we were going to, I guess. Alright, we're going to be a bit naughty. We're going to correct our mistake there by taxiing down the side of the terminal. So we're back onto Yankee 1. Sorry, back onto Yankee 3. And just ignore this bit. This is not official taxi. This. Okay, now on the correct taxiway. Todd's hand of choice, so any taxi to the left will do us nicely. I'll go to this one with the ground vehicles waiting for the cargo.
Hamburg Tower, request
Right.
pushback.
Taxi lights off.
Confirm French Post 816, call.
Oh my god, sorry, yes, French Post 816, request pushback.
Confirm French Post 816, pushback approved on Zulu 1, face southeast.
Oops, wrong call sign.
Pushback approved on Zulu 1, face to the east, French Post 816.
Right, hold position, parking brake set. AP generators on, and engines off. And there you have it. Welcome to Hamburg. Kill that. Ground the ground services. You and you and you. Sorry, not you. You. Right. So, patch up some of the aircrafts. We can move on to the replay very shortly. Let's make sure we do seatbelts. That's what they're holding for now. Seatbelt signs off. Off. No? There we go. So I'll move, finally. We're moving. We're disembarking. There's a very long delay for the disembarkation there. Normally they're straight off the airplane in real life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hamburg. Local time right now is coming up to 1:30. Temperature outside at 17 degrees centigrade. Thank you for flying Scandinavian. Hope you enjoyed your flight with us today, and we hope to see us again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check please. Thank you for flying with us today. There's a public message to the cabin, general message will do. Cool. So, we will finish up the flights on Volanta. Thank you for service today, Scandinavian 2645, which is for Unicom in a moment. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Scandinavian 2645, thanks. Bye-bye.
Right, so that's all done. Finish recording the replay. Let's have a look at the flight reports. So Scandinavian 2645, MD-82 from Stockholm to Hamburg, 1 hour 20 flight time, plan departure 57, parts a few minutes early and a few minutes early. 150 passengers, satisfaction 93, landing rate 282, we've got time of 138. All positive and back today, all very positive indeed. We shall disconnect from IVAO. Thank you for service today. Finish recording the replays, finish recording everything else. We will close the exits and then we shall do ourselves a replay. Right, let's have a look at this from the passenger's perspective. Ooh, going to be wing flex issue, is there? Hang on, sometimes you need to give it a bit of a kicking on the ground. Go on, airplane, you going to do it properly? Yeah, I think it's partly because of the wind. Because when it comes to replays in Flight Sim, the dynamics are still acting, but at the same time trying to put the wings into their current position as well. So as a result, they flap a little bit. Microsoft Flight Sim is not really native replay. It's got a native replay built in, not exactly the easiest thing to use, but yeah, it's not really built with replays in mind. Built for flying, not for replays. One thing I always do appreciate X-Plane for, it's built-in replay mode. So short finally, nice and steady. Touchdown. Yeah, from this passenger perspective, not actually not bad landing that, not bad. Let's do it from the right hand side. A bit closer to the ground, I think, because yeah, reaching most of this, there we go. So, short final from the right, looking down towards the actual Frankfurt city centre itself. And touchdown. Let's see if external view landing, shall we? the behind the wing view. The landing gear view, as people like to call it. Yeah, another issue doesn't quite work is the reversers. The clamshell reversers don't actually animate properly in the replays. So there we go, short final in. Get that angle attack in there. So you can see, not going to tail strike this, we'll be miles away from tail striking. That's just how this thing landed. He knows it so far up in the air. And there you have it. Do one more replay from the side of the runway. Follow mode, aircraft goes back 100 feet. And then we'll just spin the camera around, position it for the touchdown zone. So here comes our MD-80. So you see a little bit of battling against the wind. Yeah, bucket reverser shots. There's the flare and touchdown. There you have it. That is Scandinavian Air flights from Stockholm, Arlanda to Hamburg. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Again, Leonardo MD-82. I really adore this aircraft. Very well put together. It is a lot of fun to fly. Complicated, but it's a lot of fun to fly. So yeah, that brings us to the end of our stream today. Gosh, how are you? Mostly flying 748, maybe one day, gosh. The next stream is going to be 737, PMDG, probably. Actually, we'll see what we're doing tomorrow. I haven't seen yet tomorrow's flights plans. The long haul, though, I think 787's next long haul flight. I haven't done that in ages. Yeah, so that's going to be Airlines flights from Stockholm to Hamburg. That was the Leonardo MD-82. Really, really good aircraft. Really enjoying it still. And yeah, that was our stream today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if it was already. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you soon for some more flight sim action. Take care of yourselves and have a good one. Next stream on your birthday? Nope, next stream's on Sunday. I'm going to skip my birthday. Next stream after that will be on Tuesday. So no stream on Monday. No stream on Monday. Have a good one. Bye bye.